What's up, guys? Jay? MorninAfterKill? And I've never really been one of those people that's super into holidays, right? Probably because I've been estranged from my family for the past 20 years, but mostly due in part to the fact that my most embarrassing moments in my life revolve around some sort of holiday. And Halloween is no exception. In fact, Halloween is probably one of my most hated holidays for that particular reason. I remember in kindergarten, my Alf costume, yes, I know, I'm dating myself with that one, but my Alf costume ripped during the Halloween parade. You know, since I was one of those kids whose parents worked and I wasn't able to go home to change for Halloween, I ended up changing myself at school, not realizing that the old vinyl costume that I was wearing was designed to go over your current clothes that you were wearing and not be a direct replacement for the clothes that you're currently wearing. But I was 5, right? This is one of the first Halloweens I actually remember being able to go trick-or-treating and attending seasonal festivities, and, you know, ended up having to walk back to school 3 blocks in my underwear in front of all the parents of the neighborhood watching the kids parade around. But at least I had a plastic Alf mask to hide my embarrassment and shame at the time. Also, one of the most humiliating experiences of my life took place on Halloween when I won a dance contest at the school's dance in 5th grade. And I won a winter school hoodie, and I was pretty psyched because, you know, only the rich, cool kids at our school could afford the nice wool-lined Letterman-style school jacket. And, you know, my first time wearing it to school after winning it, those kids ended up making fun of me because the one kid's mom who was on the PTA overheard the parents talking about how they rigged the contest at the dance so that I would win because the parents were afraid that I'd be going to school for a second winter in a row without a heavy winter coat, because I was the poor kid at school, and that's why the coat that they ended up giving me was perfectly to my size when I won, and they made sure that everyone knew it and hated me for it, since nobody else in the school actually had a chance of winning the coat for themselves. And that's just the first very few moments in my past Halloween embarrassments. But suffice it to say, I've never been a big Halloween person. But that doesn't mean that my entire childhood Halloween experiences were terrible. Now, I remember the excitement of sitting there waiting for the 3 Halloween rules of engagement. You had to be in costume, with a container of some sort to keep your candy in, and you weren't allowed to start trick-or-treating until the street lights turned on. Or, if you lived in an area without street lights, you waited for the sky to start changing colors. Once all 3 of these requirements were met, you were free to trick-or-treat your heart out, and you knew it was time to stop when all the house lights in the neighborhood were turned off. At that point, you took your candy home, you spilled it out, and you checked it for any signs of tampering. You make sure there's no razor blades or any stick holes from somebody putting the syringes with poison inside of it. You guys know all the urban legends. But after you'd done all that, you sorted out your favorites, and then you took the stuff that you didn't like, and you traded it with your friends, your brother, cousins, whoever the fuck is over your house that year. But it seems like these days, that Halloween experience that I know growing up is dying. And it makes me sad because even though I have a lot of terrible memories from my own childhood, you know, that experience, the Halloween experience, is one that's stuck with me my entire life. And I still enjoy thinking about those days and how awesome it was when you found that house that's giving out the big king-size candy bars. But these days, at least what we experienced this year, and in the last few years overall, was absolutely the most obnoxious, greedy craziest shit I've ever witnessed in my life. These kids in this area not only started trick-or-treating around 3 in the afternoon, but they came in the most laziest, uninspired costumes ever. Now, I'm not saying that you need to have a $50, $60 costume or anything, but let me tell you some shit. Wearing an M&M shirt don't make you a fucking M&M. Putting a pot on your head doesn't make you a fucking pothead. Shit, man. It's not that hard to go to fucking Party City or Walmart or wherever the fuck you got in your area and get a $10 Jason mask and a plastic knife. But you know what? I can deal with a lazy costume, right? But not only are these fuckers coming with the minimum of effort, but now you're gonna complain about the candy that I'm giving out as a handful of fruity and chocolatey Tootsie Rolls not good enough for you, motherfucker? Because I fucking love them. Are my fun-sized Snickers and Three Musketeers too small for you? I remember back in the day, you never looked in the bag in front of someone to see what they gave you. That's fucking rude as shit. You knock on the door, they answer, you say, trick or treat. You hold the bag open to throw the candy in, and everybody at the same time says, thank you. And you wait until you got the sidewalk in between houses to see what they dropped in your fucking bag. But it's not just the kids either. I've seen a lot of young adults with babies, barely old enough to hold their heads up, and are walking around trying to collect candy for themselves, using your 8-month-old baby as trick-or-treating bait. Last night, our street stopped handing out candy early because a group of kids like 15, 16 years old were mad because they had backpacks on and kept changing masks to lazily keep trick-or-treating the same 3 blocks over and over again instead of going from fucking neighborhood to neighborhood. And when people called them out on it and stopped giving them candy, these fuckers went around the block, changed into clown costumes, and started chasing kids down the street with bats, trying to take their fucking candy. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, we had to literally cancel giving out Halloween candy because kids were violently trying to rob each other for fucking candy. And I'm not sure if it's just that people in general are getting greedier and shittier by the day, or if it's that the more appreciative and ambitious kids are attending these trunk or treat festivities these days. But goddamn, Halloween just ain't what it used to be. So, my name is Jay, MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you can leave a thumbs up on the video, I highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for y'all motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. Tell me in the comment section down below, what's Halloween like in your area? Have you noticed the same trends that we have in our area the last few years, that the effort is rapidly declining, but the greediness is growing? And if you're older like me, tell me, how your childhood Halloween experience stacks up to what these kids are experiencing. Tell me in the comment section down below. My name's Jay, MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna see y'all motherfuckers later.